Hello beautiful empaths, hello beautiful souls, welcome to the page, welcome to the channel. I woke up today in a very good mood and I've got a message of hope to all the people victims of narcissistic abuse around the world, people struggling to move on and to heal from narcissistic abuse. I've got a very beautiful message of hope today, and the message is going to be the narcissist role in your life is to wake you up. So, through experience, myself personally, including myself, I've come to notice that most of the people who have been involved with in narcissistic abuse, many of them, from the time they have woken up, their life has never been the same. So this is why I'm also coming out here and confirming to you that from the moment you will wake up, and I hope it's going to happen for you as well, from the moment you will wake up from narcissistic abuse, you're going to look back in time and realize that your life will never be the same. Yes, there's going to be some few challenges here and there, but at the end of the day, you're going to realize that at the end of the day, it was actually very important. Actually, the narcissist in your life also, it was an important part of your life, which was, I think it was a God's plan, if I can say. It was a God's plan that he would use to wake you up to some degree, you know what I mean, and move you to become a better version of yourself. So initially, you're going to find out that for as long as you've lived all your life has been programmed to move in a certain way. You know what I mean? You've been programmed in schools, you know, like the schools, of course, including me in particular. So you've been programmed to believe in a certain way. Maybe you've had those churches you've always believed in. You know, there's a certain religion you've believed in, you're following or what. And then on top of that, you've had those schools which have programmed you in a certain way. You know, you should learn this, you should learn that. So everything has been everything what you need for your life has been programmed one way or the other into your head to believe that you're supposed to live in a certain way and to follow a certain direction. You know what I mean? Grow up, go to school, do this and that, finish school, go find a job, work your ass off, get paid, go for a holiday once time in a year, and then end your life and die. So that is the basic program that most of the people around the world have been programmed. But you as a chosen one, because you are an empath, and I will tell you that an empath is a chosen one. Guys, you'll forgive me because it's sunny, so I had to put my hat, my cap, because I don't want the sun to get to me. And as a chosen one, who you are, of course, definitely you're a chosen one. You're a chosen person of God, because if you are an empath out there, you've been destined to do great things. You've been destined to do great things and to impact the world in a certain way. There are some people who are destined to do, you know, everybody has got a special gift. You know what I mean? Everybody has got a gift. Some people are teachers, some people are musicians, some people are born to be teachers, born to be musicians, born to be footballers, born to be... So everybody has got, there are some people will be pianists, there are some people will be... So there's always a certain way as a chosen one that you've been programmed. The divine has programmed for you to achieve in your life. And that way, that exact way is what is going to lead you to become the better version of yourself and to live the life to the fullest. You know what I mean? And on top of that, impact people in different other ways, in many different other ways. So it has been part of your journey. So when you meet the narcissist, from the time you've grown up and been programmed in a certain way, go to a certain school, so it's like your mind kind of has been shut down. You know what I mean? So your mind, through education, through religion, through friends, through families, there are some of those families who have grown you up and brought you up to believe in a certain way. You know what, this is what we do in our family, that's what you should follow. You know what I mean? So they have programmed even your life. Your father's told you that's what you need to do. Your mother said this is what you need to do. You've gone to the churches. The religious leaders have told you that's what you need to do. You've gone to the schools. The schools have told you that's what you need to do. You need to learn this, then go to the jobs, work, finish your life and die, or die off somewhere, working for somebody. So, either way, society and so many other factors have led you to be programmed in a certain way. And the narcissist is the only person God will use. They will come into your life. Yes, you will beat yourself up. You may abuse yourself. Beat yourself up and resent and whatever. Be angry with yourself. So I've had some people even cursing God. Some people have been like, oh God, why me? Like, why all of a sudden? Did you have to bring this kind of individual into my life just to end up destroying me? Or something like that. The narcissist will come in your life and they will show you that there's another dimension of reality, of some other things that you've never seen before. There's a different life other than that you've ever known. For as long as you've lived, and I don't care, it does not matter how old you are. You will agree with me that the narcissist manual, you've never seen the narcissist and the life they're living. You've never had that, you've never seen it before. And on top of that, nobody has ever told you even that narcissists exist around the world. And yet these people that have existed from the beginning of time, they have always been there. Even if you go back to the religious book, the Bibles and whatever, you will find that those narcissists somehow, they have always been a part of this society from the beginning of time. But nobody has ever told you anything. Not your religious leaders, not your teachers, not your fathers, not your friends, not your family. Nobody has ever told you that there's people called narcissists. It is until people have started waking up recently and realizing that there's another type of people that we have actually never heard about or even actually never seen. God will place a narcissist in your life for a purpose. When you live with the narcissist, when you're with the narcissist, maybe you have been born into a narcissistic family. Maybe they're your mother or father. Or even sometimes you have a narcissistic friend, or even sometimes you have a partner. Those people are going to abuse you in a way that you're going to question reality. You're going to question. There are things you're going to see that you've never had even imagined in your head that actually any person of a sound mind can do or even say some of those things that the narcissist will do or even say. And the narcissist will abuse you to an extent that they will challenge you to the maximum. They will challenge you. They will challenge your thinking capacity. They will challenge your brain. They will challenge your mind. They will challenge even your physique. Because you've heard about those cases where you're in a narcissistic relationship and all of a sudden you're physically breaking down, because you'll break down physically, break down mentally, break down spiritually, in all ways. It is only a narcissist who will do that kind of work, challenge you in every way. But as much as you're suffering, all these challenges you're going through, it is a message of hope. All these challenges you're going through, it has been specially designed to wake you up. And somewhere down the road, you're going to realize that actually, it has all worked in your favor, and it was all of your highest good. Yes, it has been very difficult. You've spent a lot of years. But the whole encounter you've had with the narcissist, it has been much of a lesson. A narcissist has come to your life to teach you a lesson and to remind you of the person you are. And the only way you're going to find out the person you are is waking up from this abuse. Because, of course, definitely, God has not forsaken you. God has not abandoned you. I want all these people on this page to remind us. I want all of you to remind yourselves that God has not abandoned you. God has always been on your side, and it is for a very specific reason that He has even placed a narcissist to be part of your journey, because the moment the divine will step in, because of course definitely you're going to wake up. You're going to wake up. Guys, don't be fooled. You might be in those long time, 25 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever. You might be in a long time relationship with the narcissist, but let me assure you something. You're going to wake up. When the time comes, you're going to wake up. So I'm talking about waking up because I know what waking up feels like. I know what waking up feels like. And God has placed some of us, people who have actually woken up, like really woken up from abuse, to come out and now help you also to identify what is going on, and also somewhere, somehow, to wake you up from this abuse. You know what I mean? So this has been part of the plan. A narcissist, I'm telling you from experience, they have been part of your journey. They have come to your life to challenge you physically, to challenge you spiritually, to challenge you mentally. And they will challenge you by showing you some of those things you never knew. They will show you and prove to you that there's another dimension of life, of reality, that you've never seen before. It does not matter how old you are, 40, 30 years, or even 50 years. You will meet a narcissist and they will show you that there is another type of human beings that you've never seen before and you've never even known existed. And because a narcissist encounter is a spiritual relationship, this is a spiritual battle. A narcissistic relationship or encounter is a spiritual warfare. The divine now is showing you, God is showing you, that there are other dimensions that you need to be aware of. It's like an awareness. So it's making you aware that as much as you've believed life to be in a certain way, there's also other dimensions of life that you've never seen or even never had. And even there are some other people you've even never thought have existed. And it's bringing a narcissist in front of you as a lesson and as an example that, yes, there are some other people, individuals with unknown forces or unknown whatever it is, or I don't know what is behind those people. There's some other individuals that you've never thought about existed in life. So it is a wake-up call. At a point in life, you're going to wake up. And when you wake up, you're going to look back in time and actually realize that, yes, it is true that a narcissist has always been part of your journey. Because you're going to realize that when you wake up from narcissistic abuse, that's what we are here to wake you up to. I'm here to, and all other coaches around the world, we're here to wake you up and to make you aware that there is life after narcissistic abuse. Healing is possible, moving on is possible, and eventually it is possible even to become the best version of yourself after narcissistic abuse. You know what I mean? And it's also possible that it is not always everybody who gets into narcissistic relationships. It is not everybody who gets in there that is meant to suffer forever. There are people who are going to get in there, there are people who are going to wake up. Some people will wake up, some people will not. Because I've heard about some cases whereby people have like lived the rest of their lives in those relationships. And they have never been able to wake up. And this is proof for me and other coaches around the world that yes, you can be abused, somebody can be abused and manipulated, but at the end of the day, it is also possible to wake up. So, a narcissist has been part of your wake-up process. You may be somebody who, you may not understand me right now when I'm talking, but one day at some point in time, and I hope very soon for you, you're going to realize that a narcissist has come into your life to wake you up spiritually. So they're going to wake you up spiritually after. It's like they will ignite. Can I call it an ignite? It's like they will a narcissistic abuse will sort of spark. I can say like spark. They will spark some sort of awakening in you. They will spark an awakening in you for you to actually realize that there is another dimension of reality that you never known about. And the moment you get that awakening, it is also going to drive you somewhere down the road to become the best version of yourself. Because now, all your original spiritual self that has been always put to sleep through society, through schools, through religion, your higher self, your spiritual self that has been shut down and put to sleep by way of culture, traditions, religion, schools, and whatever, education and training. When a narcissist wakes you up, the spiritual, your inner spiritual, your higher self, your inner spiritual being is going to be woken up at some point in time. And that's when you're going to realize now that you're going to start moving towards the better version of yourself, one way or the other. And you're going to realize that a lot of things are going to change. So many things will change about you. Your relationships will change. Your friendships will change. Your family, you may even have to abandon your family, one or the other, because when you start waking up, you will also gravitate away from your family, one or the other. Of course, you'll be with them, but it will be another type of a relationship with them. You will have a different type of contact with the family and friends and the people around you. And then now you're going to start moving to become the best version of yourself and exactly the person you came here to be. So don't beat yourself up, people. If you're on my page, don't beat yourself up. Yes, I know it's very difficult and it's very hard, but always in my videos, I've always encouraged you and I've motivated you. I've told you that don't beat yourself up. There's a very big reason why you ended up with a narcissist. And I'm here confirming to you that a narcissist has been part of your journey. The divine has set these people up to come and test your spiritual strength, mental strength. You know what I mean? They have come to challenge, actually not even test, but to challenge you in all ways, physically. How much can you handle? How much can you take? Because for you to be able to become a better version of yourself, you're supposed to be trained. You're supposed to be able to handle things at a certain degree. Mentally, you're supposed to be mentally very, very strong, physically strong, to be able to face whatever challenge is going to come ahead of you. Whatever challenge is good, you're going to meet on the way, because when you're becoming a better version of yourself, there are going to be challenges. But it is until you know how to deal with those challenges that you're going to be able to step into the new version of you. You know what I mean? So that is like a technique. It's like the secret behind. It's like behind the scenes. Work is being done behind the scenes by the divine, by God or the angels you believe in. So there's work being done behind the scenes to prepare you to step into the new version of yourself, which is going to be challenging. That's why the narcissist sometimes will come into your life and challenge you in all aspects of your life. But when you wake up eventually, because eventually you're going to wake up, if God is with you and you wake up from this abuse, that is when now you're going to be able to now take on those challenges as a new person, as a new version of you, and step into the life, your life purpose, your true life purpose. Because after narcissistic abuse, waking up is not only waking up from narcissistic abuse, it also pertains waking up actually to the version of you that you are supposed to be, you are meant and born to be, and shed off that version of you that the society and families and friends, they have trained you to be. So now you're going to start stepping in to the version of that person you're supposed to be, you're meant to be in the first place, your soul purpose, your life purpose. You'll be able to step into your life purpose and become the better version of yourself and the person you came here to be. So guys, it may be a bit confusing, but if you have a question, feel free to put in the comment box below. If there's something I've said you're not understood, let's share together. Let's comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about this. It has been a message of hope in this video. The narcissist, yes, they are very terrible, very evil people, but if you want to look at it on the best, you want to look at it, you want to look at the good side of it. They have been worse and very bad for you, but you want to look on the good side. And the good side of it is that they have come to train you, to challenge you, to train and challenge you to see, you know what I mean, to shake you up, you know what I mean, challenge you mentally, shake you up mentally, spiritually, physically, you know what I mean, emotionally. And when you pass the test, that is when now you're going to wake up and become the better version of yourself. So guys, that being said, it's been Desmos Unscripted. If there's something you need to know, drop it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Much love and blessings. Peace out.